Welcome to the first edition of BMHL Dang It's, presented by the Bedrock Hockey Network. I'm your host, Patriot. Let's get right into it. For our first Dang It, it's bad when a team allows a goal to another. That's never good. It's worse, however, when it happens less than 10 seconds into the game.
See, thank you. All right, Dragon up to Adam. Adam, good look early, and it's in. 6 seconds is all it takes. Nighthawks on the board.
Somehow this clip is emblematic of the Minnesota Moose because upon starting this game, their chances of winning it almost immediately went to 0%. Just like their chances of going to the playoffs. Adam, from his own blue line, sends the puck airborne down to the ice to Dragon, who, despite standing directly next to a Moose player, gets a perfect hit and puts it past Kabofey and into the net. You can't let that kind of play happen, guys. For one, you don't want to start a game down 1-0. For two, that kind of play should have been stopped by the defense, but it wasn't. You really can't blame that on the goalie, guys. That's a dang it. Sadly or hilariously, depending on who you ask, it was only the beginning of the Moose's misfortunes that night. Case in point, crashing the net works pretty well in lacrosse, and I've seen it save games before. But this is not lacrosse, it's Minecraft hockey. And this is what happened when the Moose forgot that and tried crashing the net.
For it, it's sent out. If Badger can get there, he does. Up to Dragon. Dragon with some time. He shoots off the post. Rebound is there. Still there. Battled and they score. They may look at goaltender interference though.
The refs did look, by the way, and the goal did stand. This was more bad luck than bad play because Dragon gets the puck from Adam, but he can't get a good shot off, and it goes wide. Kabofey, who was out of his crease, goes back to play it and battles with Dragon, who wins it and hits it towards the blue line. Chef Curry, who was going back to help his goalie, was in the crease when Dragon pushed it up, causing the puck to deflect off his body and stick, sending the puck directly into the Moose net. That's comically unlucky, but not exactly uncommon in the BMHL, surprisingly. I don't think you could really blame anyone here if you tried, although you could make the argument that the defense blew coverage again. Either way, that's a dang it. If you didn't think that the goal was the result of bad defense by the Moose, well, this one certainly was.
At least for a second, but hang on. Opportunity for the Nighthawks. Moose both caught out. Dragon streaking in. He shoots. He scores. Both Moose defenders caught out in the other zone. Nighthawks take advantage.
That's probably the worst defensive play I've seen in quite a few games. Both Moose skaters, Optic and Curry, converge on the puck before it goes to the other side of the Nighthawks' zone. They then proceed to just stand there before realizing the danger Kabofey was in, but by then, Dragon had already had the puck and Adam was past them. All Dragon had to do was walk it up, shoot, and Kabofey make the save on a 2-on-1. It's one thing to get over-aggressive, especially when you were already down by that point, but it's another thing to just let the opposing team go down the ice and not try to immediately. That was horrendous, and yeah, that was a dang it. The first three dang its were, to varying degrees, the result of the Moose failing to defend their zone or making mistakes in it. The next few dang its, though, were some of the litany of attempts made by their owner, Kabofey, to get a dang its appearance by doing questionable things.
Here, Adam, back with it. Kabofey lagging a little bit. Adam will take it to the front of the net. Hits Curry off. It's still there, and they score. Punishes the Moose. It's 4-1.
Kabofey gets caught out of his net while Adam has it on the far board, Curry on his tail. Adam sends it past Kabofey in front of the Moose net. Curry and Kabofey proceed to not hit the puck and get hit around it, almost like they wanted Adam to score there. Regardless of their intentions, though, Adam took the opportunity and buried it. Curry didn't help there like he should have, but for me, this is on Kabofey for not staying in his net and letting Curry handle Adam. If he had just stayed in the net and not left the crease, none of that would have happened. That's dang it. Kabofey, not being done, Kabofey managed to do something even worse. Kabofey is out of his crease near the blue line as the Nighthawks send it right there in front of him. He has plenty of time to play it, and, well...
Dumps it back in for for the Moose. Does the Moose a little bit of a favor there, and Kabofey doesn't charge. Dragon takes advantage. It's 5-1. And what the hell is Kabofey doing in net?
Husky, I honestly couldn't tell you if I wanted to. Kabofey, when he should have played the puck and cleared it, instead backs off and lets Dragon score on him effortlessly. I understand not wanting to get over aggressive with puck playing, but that is one time when you need to go for the puck. You have to play it then, because if you don't, you risk allowing a shot when you're out of the crease and you will probably not be able to hit the puck away. And that's exactly what happened. That's a dang it. And that dang it wasn't even the most Kabofey thing that happened this game. Kabofey, I don't care that it was your internet having problems.
If you're a goaltender, tend the goal!
At the start of the season, I would be very shocked if Optic does not request a trade very shortly into this season. It's sent out near Adam Curry, who is actually having a fairly decent game, but the Nighthawks again, Kabofey disconnects. They can't do anything about it though. That'll go and it'll count. 6-1 now.
I give up. I don't know what to say at this point. Kabofey, for the umpteenth time in his career in the BMHL, loses his internet connection, allowing an empty net goal from Adam. Kabofey is just being ridiculous on all fronts. It's starting to feel like he's just messing with us at this point. He won't play the puck when it's in his crease. He won't stay in his crease and tend the goal. He'll go out of his crease and play the puck, but not when he's supposed to. He'll go out of his crease and play the puck like when he's supposed to, but then he plays it to the wrong person. He can't build a strong team like other season owners can. And he won't get better Wi-Fi. And most of all, he can't apparently even ref properly. Kabofey, what on earth are you doing? That's a dang it. Finally escaping the mediocrity of the Minnesota Moose, we go to the Baylor Badgers visiting the Chicago Spirit. I will say this game was far more competitive than the previous one. For our next dang it, anyone who's new to the BMHL may not know this, but chasing the puck is never a good idea. But somehow, Cassian and Ivy, two varyingly experienced players, forgot that.
It's up to Ivy, but another good play from Rocco. And he's going to clear it down. 2:30 to go. And Cassian going to push out in front. Cam with a shire. Off the post, scores! Cam, the third overall pick in the redraft. Seems to work out for Rocco.
Cam, the Badgers' the Spirit's star forward, plays the puck into the Badgers' zone. Cassian gets it and tries to clear it, but it goes to the middle of the zone. Cassian then tries to go towards the puck, but Cam's able to get his shot off, hitting the goalpost before it sits in front of the crease. Ivy chases after it, but doesn't get away from Cam, who buries it for the Spirit. This wasn't something mind-bogglingly ridiculous, though. To me, it probably was just poor puck management or some miscommunication. Whatever it was, though, definitely a dang it. For our next dang it, Ivy scores a goal! Nope, period was over.
Jojo now. Gonna clear it out by Rocco. And that will be period. Damn. That's so unlucky. That's actually so...
Effing the chat for Ivy, man. Ivy has the puck in the neutral zone for the Badgers and takes a shot, scoring it. However, the shot happened a second after the period ended, and I can only imagine the feeling he felt when he goes from celebrating tying the game for his team to still be going down 1-0 going into the third period. Nice to meet you, Unlucky 2.0. That's dang it. For our next dang it, do you even know what a Badger actually is? Because I don't. But JoJo, the owner of the Baylor Badgers, does his best to demonstrate that Badgers are very interesting and mysterious creatures that aren't good at defense.
There. It's cleared over, though. Behind the net. Ivy will just let it get cleared out. And Cam with a wide open shot here. Shoots, scores! And Cam with the second goal of the night.
JoJo tries to save the offensive play from collapsing and fails to hit the puck, which ends up landing perfectly next to Cam, who was unopposed since that was the guy JoJo was supposed to be defending. Cam races down the ice and effortlessly puts past Cassian after. Like, there was no reason for you to do that. I know you want to keep the play alive, but the risk of what happens if you fail, Cam being alone with the puck and nothing happens between him and Cassian, is way worse than the risk of what happens if you succeed of keeping it on sides. JoJo, no. That's dang it. For our final set of dang it's, since it's the holiday season, everyone who was present in the Atlanta Lumberjacks, the Quebec Lumberjacks and Atlanta Stars game got a dang it. Even the people not supposed to be there got a dang it from it. The first dang it is against everyone except Quebec because they had to play /watch/ref in Atlanta. Now, I know those of you who sound like Husky are asking, but Patriot, why is a game in Atlanta a dang it? Well, those of you who sound like Husky, it's because that's not where the game was supposed to be. The game was supposed to be in Quebec, but it didn't happen because Zebra, the Lumberjacks owner, didn't finish the arena. So, the Stars had to go through the trouble to play a home game that they weren't expecting to have, at least this early in the season. Landon had to ref in a stadium that he wasn't expecting to be in, and Husky, he had to do some rescheduling that he shouldn't have had to do. And the Lumberjacks, well, they won, and they didn't receive any penalties for it. For everyone else, though, that's a dang it. The second dang it is on the Stars because they had to play the freaking Quebec Lumberjacks, who are ranked number 1 BMHL power rankings, by the way, without their starting forward Unlucky. Atlanta, of course, has that infamous offense problem that is plaguing them, and I don't think missing your starting forward necessarily helps, especially when playing Zebra, Spines, and Cassian, who got traded after the Baylor game. So if you think about it, that's actually two dang it's in one. One on Atlanta for not having all their stars, and one on Baylor for trading their starting goalie away. That's a dang it. And for our final dang it, Cassian scores on me, but it's called offsides. But I want you to ask yourself something. Who was actually offsides?
Stars, who have otherwise played very well up to this point, give up a costly goal. Just too much space in their own zone for the Lumberjacks, and they take advantage, and Zebra hits the net. Cassian will clear along the near boards. Cleared away. Ooh, barely got on sides. And on net again, and it goes!
To Cassian's credit, that was an impressive goal. However, as mentioned, it was subsequently reviewed by Landon, the referee, and was called offsides. However, if you watch the clip closely enough, you'll see that Quebec wasn't offsides. It turns out Nathan, the Stars' main defenseman, was offsides right before Cassian shot the puck. BMHL refs don't typically call offsides on teams that get scored on during plays like that, but Landon did. Now the Lumberjacks won 3-0, so it's not like they needed that goal to win, but come on, Cassian hates me a lot, but he didn't deserve to lose his goal over it. So that's a dang it on me for allowing a goalie goal, by the way. A dang it on Cassian for his goal getting called back. A dang it on Landon for disallowing that goal. And a dang it on Husky for not making the rules clear. That's a dang it. Okay, now let's move on to the next game, shall we? Wait, hold on. Getting something. We didn't record them? Dang